One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buckeyes will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Ohio's offense will get the ball first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape. Fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Navarro. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you could regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Punt is in the air. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will get the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to...
It's a running room. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go. The football had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Got it behind the line. It's Peoples. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him, too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Give to the fullback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Handoff from the gun. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Navarro. Bringing the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
And the Bobcats will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Snags it quickly on the left. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
The Bobcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw, it's Navarro. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on 1st down TFL, 2nd down TFL. Now you set up 3rd and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his big tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Pulls it in. It's Tate. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. caught in the backfield. It's Tate. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. Release to the back. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They march 72 yards, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Going right to work up top. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught over the middle, it's Harris. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Trying play action. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
The Bobcats line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Sayin. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Buckeyes will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Harris. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. And the Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I'll tell you, the running backs and the quarterbacks in this offense, they got to give a lot of their success running the football to this offensive line up front. They're getting tremendous push. It doesn't matter who has the football, who's keeping the football. You're just seeing this group up front drive this defense backwards.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They go to the ground. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Wide open spaces. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Navarro. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He got it. Now the lead is down to 11.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel move as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Got his man quickly. Oh, he's got some space. He'll work his way down to the 28.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looks as if he's going to run it.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Jordan. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Gain of 3. Brings up second down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Navarro. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back open in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Gossett. Touchdown, Ohio! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the 2nd half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Fires left. Got him downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Wants to throw. It's Sayed. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. On the move, he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State in the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the run, it's Peoples. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
3rd and short, just what the doctor ordered. Toss play, good job up front by the offensive line, getting a bit of a push, and they get the 1st down.
The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Sayin. Quickly complete. And into the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these 3rd downs. You think about it, he can block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the 1st down.
Powers forward. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fit it in the window for the score. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we can go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Red pass hits complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Looking to throw, it's Navarro. Hauls it in.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
And the Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Bobcats are on the move. To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Gossett. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll run the screen. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on 4th.
That's perfectly fine. On my defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
Nestled just inside that right upright. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Set to advance on the football.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. To the air, it's Sayin. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Here's the thing, not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Peoples. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Navarro. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
The Bobcats send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To throw, it's Sayin. Here's a heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Off-play action on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to run it. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up fourth.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Gets rid of it. Fires to the big fella. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Here they come facing third and long from the 20. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Throws for the tight end. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the stomping has commenced. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Plenty of distance between them and the Stix here on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Gossett. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Motion from the back. To the air, it's Navarro. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll send the back in motion. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Buys a little time. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Working well behind the Stix on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Peoples. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David. And that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting push and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
He's brought down at the 6-yard line. Brings up fourth and goal.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Navarro. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
It's
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Leaves it with the running back. Powers through the defender. Trying to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. Facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Bobcats with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. There he goes!
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the back. Inside the 15. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. And the Bobcats just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They're going to ride this running back. Pass to Stix, and he may get more. They'll immediately call timeout.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the middle.
The extra point is good. That makes the score Ohio State 38, Ohio.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28.
First and 10.
Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote.